Let me start off by saying God bless everybody this beautiful Monday, windy Monday in Miami. Hope everybody's doing great and God bless all. I want to start off by saying calculation. Calculation into thinking that you can get away with everything that you have done and then you want to make an apology. Number one, it's too late for an apology, Karen. It's too late to take back everything that you have done, Karen. Asking for forgiveness is something that is not going to go well for people, and people are not going to believe you. And the fake ass apology that you gave is unacceptable and it's not believable. And we all know that it was a fake apology. You're trying to win back everything that you lost. You're trying to gain back everything that once possessed in your hands. And you're trying to manipulate with calculation and precision and how you want everything to come back to you. But in reality, you will always be the crying Karen that just don't know and never knew and never will know and how to take a loss and move on from it. You have greats that have lost. You have greats that have taken L's, and most of them move on with their head up high, and they strive and they move forward to better things, to become more wiser, become more intelligent, become more sufficient. But most importantly, they learn from their L's. They adapt to it, they admit to it, and they conquer through their failures. You see, you on the other hand, it's like, huh? What? Did he do this? Not again. Oh, Lord, what's next? Lord, tell me he ain't do this. It's just another Karen episode after another Karen episode. And we already know that your expectations ain't high. We already know that your anticipation, it's more than a Karen itself. You need to take time, like I said in my last two videos, and really realize that everything that you're trying to do is unaccomplished. You're diminishing yourself every second, every day, every third of the hour, if you really want to put it that way. You can't bring back everything that you had in your possession. Your Rushmore dreams are shattered like glass. It's just deteriorated and it's all over the place. You are a mess. And on top of that, everything that has been exposed within you within the past 2 years, it should let you know that once you do what you've done to yourself, there is no coming back. There is no other way or even high expectations to say that you will be back to the success that you once had, that you once bled, that you once believed in, that you once was confident in. There's no turning back. And now for you to apologize and try to redeem yourself for everything that you have done wrong, everything that you have been exposed for, everything that you have condemned yourself in, it's just another calculation of you just trying to get away with another narrative to see if you can get away with it. Because remember, Kendrick Lamar said you're the 69 God. And with a name like that, and with a perspective like that, a demon will do whatever they can to have back what they once had. Because they're not trying to lose. They're not trying to see that they were defeated. So you compromise yourself to keep on denying by changing the stories, changing the facts, and try to come up with different scenarios and different situations and perspectives for you to be looked at as you was looked at once before. Forgiving comes with time. And it comes through sincerity, through your heart, and through your soul. Sincerity is the major factor. If you say it because you care and because you do really want to change and you really are sorry, start by your own actions. Hold yourself accountable for your accountabilities and your responsibilities and all your faults and all your wrongs. You can't make an apology and then blame others for what you are apologizing for or for what you have done. You sound like a hypocrite. You're contradicting yourself in every way. So your apology is not accepted. We all know, the ones that don't let nothing go over their heads, that there was just another calculation for you to see if you can fool the people again. So Karen, I must tell you, shut up. Because nobody believes you. And we will never believe you. You never gave a sincere, humbled apology. Your hostility and chaos and your anger, it sees and it shows every day by your own exposure and by your own admission. You yourself created this environment that you are involved in now. Your precision is nothing but demise. It's not undisguised. You can't hide and you can't escape. But those that are like you can't relate and try to defend you in any way. But even them understand and know that you have lost everything. The hip-hop world does not respect you. They don't want you here. They basically want you out this earth. I don't wish death on nobody because that'll be disrespectful. But when it comes to your music, I really do wish death on it. I don't ever want to hear you rap. I don't ever want to hear you pop sing. I don't ever want to hear you take credit for a song. Because 90-something% of your songs have been written by ghostwriters and different artists. So if you are apologizing because you know you were caught severely and extremely to the point where you can't even hide when an embarrassed hostage, then you know what? You're wasting your time. Talk to God and let God know that you really are sorry, that you really want to apologize to those that you hurt, especially those that are more closer to you, like your family, and those that believed in you. But you know what? Those that are around you, that are around your circle, in your environment, they're just as evil and bad as you are. And now that you're diminishing and you're vanishing faster than what rain evaporates in the skies, now nowhere to support you and be there for you and help you through your hard times. The only one is Adam Ross, and you see that he's about to move from the United States because he's caught up in your so-called RICO case. So asking for forgiveness for calculation and manipulation or revenge in your terms, to put that little pathetic face and actually ask for forgiveness knowing that you yourself don't believe it, is a waste of everybody's time, and especially a waste of Kendrick Lamar's time. There is no way that we as hip-hop fanatics are going to look at you as somebody that's logic, that's understandable, that has control of his own credibility, accountability, responsibility, integrity, and most of all, your humanity into being a man, to be able to accept that you yourself did this to yourself and not even realizing that you are prophesizing a propaganda towards your own legacy, to where it is already crumbling to the point where you can't pick it up even with a pooper scooper. It is diluted. It is gone. So your apology didn't mean nothing. And whoever believed that your apology was real and sincere and from the heart, They ain't real people. They just as devilish as you are, my boy, for real. There's one thing that you can never hide from God. Remember, God made you. Without God, you wouldn't be here. So everything you do, negative, devilish, diabolical, disrespectfully, God already knows what you're going to do even before you think about it or even you acknowledge to accept it to do it. You see, you are your own worst enemy. You're fighting the battle of your life. And it's with yourself. It's with your own mannerism. And your morals are lacking. They're not there to represent you as a real person or as a human being. You're only doing this because you was caught up. You're only doing this because now the whole world knows the type of person and the type of human being that you are and how you carry yourself and how you move strategically and just embarrassingly. So you see, if you don't come for real and if you ain't real from the heart, real recognizes real. And a fake is always going to be a fake. And just by looking at a person from a mile away, you can smell the fakeness from that person, regardless of what that person says, do, or feel, or wants to relate itself to. But at the ending of the day, that's not for me to tell you. You should be able to know this yourself. You're a grown-ass man acting like you're 20 years old. And until you don't put that in your mind and you don't start evaluating and following that process where you can delete all the negative and all the bad aspects that you have put upon yourself, then maybe you can start leading yourself into a new way, to a new direction, instead of leading yourself into death, basically, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're self-destructing yourself in every way, which way possible, shape, way, or form. Self-destruction is one of the worstest enemies that anybody can have, because it's yourself that you're dealing with. It's yourself that you're battling. It's yourself that you're going up against with. And when you're dealing with these demons, they will come at you harder than what you ever think of. So you see, your apology is not accepted, man. Not through me, I'm sorry. Your apology through real people is not being seen as something that came sincerely from your heart. You're only doing that to see what the fans and what the people might even think or suggest or even progress to even think into saying, damn, Drake really is sorry, he apologized, he was wrong. Nah, bro, that wasn't a sincere apology. I'm sorry to tell you. That was the most wackest apology and the most calculated, misguided apologies I've ever seen in my life. So you know what? Just like you said, it's God's plan. And it was God's plan to show us the liar, like Kendrick Lamar says. And it's aging very well. Because everything Kendrick Lamar said about you is prophesizing to become and to being so real and so logical that even you can deny it, hide it, or even have an excuse for it. Most of it comes from being in denial, because you know you were defeated, you was embarrassed, you was humiliated, and most of all, your credibility as a man is out the door. It's like you've been backhanded slapped like a pimp will slap one of his hoes. And to be honest with you, there's nothing in this world that God will love more than for you to be sincere and be real with yourself and open up your heart and soul and really admit to everything that you did wrong. Until you don't do that, you will always be the Karen, you will always be the failure, and you will always be the biggest embarrassment in hip-hop history. So, sir, the world doesn't accept your apology. You can keep your apology for yourself. I conclude this video by saying, there's nothing in this world that any human can do for you, only yourself. So fight this battle and try to conquer it, because at the ending of the day, it's you that is losing. This is your boy Chico Black. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Y'all have a beautiful Monday. I'll be dropping more videos, so y'all stay tuned. And that's it. God bless, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.